crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon. It was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Good morning, Valhalla! Yeah! Mephisto's movie reviews! The angriest wrench in Valhalla, Mark the infinitely tired! He's angry! Scott Westbrook! Time to wake the neighbors with Southern Viking! The Lady Arwen Avalon! The one, the only badass! Project Cambridge! Chris Persia, the wrench of wrenches! The lovely Sherry! Beard Whiskers! The Eldrick Lord Hester! My favorite polar bear on YouTube, Startup Hoopish Humor! Daisy Girl Williams and Castle! Roll Tide, my brother, Roll Tide, Keely Chow! Dominic like a dog nod and cosplay! Shum with the soda break skull and tuck and roll. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Thirsty Thursday here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. So great to see everybody here. Thank you, Snowed Up, for the snow raid. The morning block is live. From Snowed Up to Loki's Mornings of Mischief to Machini Draws, the morning block is real and it is alive. Good morning, everybody. So good to see everybody. Captain Fandom Nerd, what's up, Captain Fandom Nerd? Hope you're doing well. Hope your arm's better. Hope you're out of the hospital. Hope you're doing good. James Dosher, what's up, brother? Great morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Wake up, wherever you are. Oh, no, don't go in there. Oh my God, I love that movie. So, we're not here to talk about Adrian Cronauer and Good Morning Vietnam. We are here to talk about something a little insidious. Good morning, Snowdub. What's up, Snowdub Raid? What's up, Tiny Metal Trees? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This guy right here, starting your morning off with a cup of Joe with snow. What's up, brother? What is going on? I got my coffee right here. I'm ready to kick it in the gear. Heck yeah, Thirsty Thursday will be thirstier. Fanta is being recalled nationwide. Oh no! Foreign material in the cans. Really? Really? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I'm glad I don't drink that shit anymore. I love Fanta. Guys, I love Fanta, but I can't drink it. I can't have any. It's a big no-no for me. But I love Fanta. Wanna Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta? Mexican Iron Man wants a Fanta. Ah. Oh, before we do that, though, Scott Westbrook has sent a $10 super chat. Thank you so very much, my friend. He said, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. Thank you so much, Scott. You guys keep the fires burning bright. And we want a Fanta this morning. We want a Fanta, wanna Fanta. Don't you wanna Fanta? Wanna Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta? Mexican Iron Man wants a Fanta, Fanta. That's right. Mexican Iron Man loves his Fanta first thing in the morning, doesn't he? Let's keep giving him shit about that. I don't drink it anymore. Well, I don't either. But we're still going to give you shit about it. So that's just the way it is. Thank you very much, Scott. Yeah, Fanta. Fanta. That's right. Give it up for the Fanta girls. We need more Fanta girls. We need more Fanta girls. Strawberry, orange, peach. Peach. The peach Fanta girl. We were talking about that with R1 the other day. Peach. It's a peach. So what are we talking about this morning? Well, so in the middle of the show the other day, I got a message that said that somebody couldn't get on Rumble. They had to do a workaround to get onto Rumble. Their internet wasn't letting them connect to Rumble. They could get on Rumble on their phone if they weren't connected to their Wi-Fi. But even on their phone, it wouldn't let them into Rumble if they were connected to the Wi-Fi. And their computer wouldn't get on Rumble. Captain Phantom Nerd says, staplers are out of arm, still on pain meds. And I will begin rehab for arm when doctor clears me for that. Good deal. Good deal. Don't skimp on the rehab, brother. Do everything they tell you to do. It's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. You're going to go through some shit. It sucks, but don't skimp on the rehab. Seriously, it took me years to get my arm back into the way it is now. Years. So don't give up. All our prayers, Captain Phantom Nerd. Do what they tell you to do, and just know it's going to take a while, but you will get back. You will get back functionality. It just takes time. So they couldn't get on Rumble. And I'm like, well, maybe it's, maybe it was down. No, it wasn't down. It was up. And this right here, what Haster's talking about, let's talk about this. Let's get into this. What is an ISP? ISP is your internet service provider. That means the person you get internet from. So if you get internet from AT&T, it's AT&T's your ISP. If you get internet from Comcast or whatever, then that's where you get internet from. That's who you're going through to get your internet. That's your provider, ISP, internet service provider. Not to be confused with IPs. Okay? I understand this is a little confusing, and that some people are going to be like, well, Loki, what's the difference between IP and ISP and the GBD and the and the BPN? Well, we're going to try and explain that. Okay. We're going to talk about how this happened. So it wasn't too long ago that France, the country France, decided to block Rumble. You can't look at Rumble. You can't watch Rumble. Well, then how the hell do you do that if you're in another country and something's blocked? Your only real course of action is to use a VPN, because they are most likely not going to pull the block. Now, that's a country. That's a country. What if there's something more sinister out there? Mark the Infiltrator said, no ISP should be able to block content that isn't illegal. Well, with the Internet Security Act, they beg to differ. If you're paying for a service, then you should be able to access it. Can they decide to get rid of something like Rumble? Can the United States? Can Canada? Yes, they can. Other countries can too, but I'll just use the United States and Canada. So hereforth, we're going to use the United States and Canada as an example. All right. So let's say that your government decides, well, you know what? Letting the people see these conspiracy theories or whatever over here, it's dangerous. So they write a letter. Okay. They write a letter or an email and they send it to the company that has this stuff on their site, like Rumble, like the alphabet companies. And the alphabet company or Rumble decides, you know what, you can kiss my ass. We're going to have it up anyway. Not that the alphabet company would do that. We'll use Rumble as a better example. So recently, we all know that the United Kingdom sent a letter to Rumble saying this person's a bad person. Moki, I have an IT degree. I'm not trying to talk to anybody like they're stupid. I promise, Bear Whiskers. I'm just anybody out there that doesn't understand the terminology. I'm trying to walk them through it. That's it. I'm not trying to talk to you like you're stupid. I understand we have very intelligent people here. So let's say what happened recently. This person's bad. You need to no longer host them on your site. And Rumble says, kiss my fat white ass. What can the United Kingdom do? The United Kingdom can block them, can block their site from everyone in the United Kingdom. In the United States, it's a little more difficult. It's a little more difficult than that. In Canada, it's a bit more difficult than that. But if they can't do that, if they can't just block the site completely and just say, you know what, we're gonna make this decision. It's best for the people. Eat it. Let's say they can't do that. Oh, there are other courses of action. So the government, in its infinite wisdom, has sent a letter to the site and said, you need to do what we want or we're going to be meanie to you. And you've responded, okay, go ahead and be meanie to me and kiss my ass. They can contact the ISPs. So they send a letter. And this is one of the things we're going to get to, Mark. This is one of the things we're going to get to. They send a letter to your ISP, your internet service provider. And they say, look, this site's bad. They're pushing this information that we don't want anybody to listen to. Shut them down. We would be grateful if you shut them down. We would be so grateful that the next time we're doing blah, 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 or blah, 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 we'll make sure to include you. Can they do that? You're damn right they can. Will they do that? You're damn right they will, because they tried it with Twitter. For anybody out there saying, Loki, this is all blah-blah-blah, conspiracy, yada-yada, blah, blah, blah. These people sent letters. The government was basically at the controls of Twitter saying, ban this person, don't let this person speak. And Twitter said, yes, sir, 3 bags full. And when that changed, when Elon Musk bought Twitter and turned it into X, suddenly he was Judas Iscariot. He was the bad. He was the turncoat. Don't buy a Tesla, because he wants free speech in a country where free speech is paramount. That is exactly what's happening, Castle. When you have to use a VPN to access a site like Rumble, something is wrong. Something has gone horribly wrong. But Loki, I can get on the internet and I can access pretty much everything else. But you can't access Rumble. Well, no. Can you access Rumble through a VPN? Yeah. Well, there's your problem. What options do you have? A VPN. And when it's a VPN close to you and you can get on just fine, when it's still in the same province, something smells. And it smells pretty damn bad. Something was rotten. But I don't understand, Loki. I just, I pop on my VPN and I can get right on. But if I try my local internet, even on my phone, it doesn't want to work. I have to go through a different access. I have to get off the Wi-Fi and I have to use my cellular data to watch something. And it gets more insidious than that. Google recently got slammed in court because it is a monopoly. The Alphabet company is a monopoly. They admitted it. Apple is a monopoly. Well, how's that, Loki? You have to go through Apple and Google to get apps. If you have an Apple product, you have to go through Apple and the Google store to get apps. If they don't want your app on there, your business is dead. They can kill your business in the blink of an eye. I know we've got Android customers out there. I understand that, but you do not outnumber Apple customers. And that's the problem. Things coming up on the Google store, things coming up in the Apple store. If you have a business that has apps and you do not do what they want, you're gone. They control everything that you see and everything that you hear. We are in the outer limits. We are living in the outer limits. Well, then you don't got to worry about it. You can do whatever the hell you want to. You can have whatever apps you want to. Isn't that interesting that if you have a phone that's JB'd, you can use whatever app you want to. It's not limited to what's on the Apple Store or the Google Store. Isn't that interesting? But wait, don't they have to be specifically tuned? No. It's a program. It runs off what you have on your phone. Now, are there programs that are too high end for some phones? Yes. But most phones that come out now, they can run everything. They can run things that aren't in their stores. Just because it's not in their stores does not mean that it will not run on your phone. They're just giving you what you're allowed to have. That's it. And if they don't want you to have it, you're not going to have it. You're going to have to go through some crazy ass crap, or you're going to pay a huge premium to get what Pat's talking about. This is a monopoly. And good morning, Squeaka. How are you doing? Good morning. Hope everyone has an amazing Thursday. I hope I did you justice, Squeaka. Love Squeaka. Proprietary apps per company. And if they don't want your company selling your app in their store, they don't have to. We're talking about the biggest companies. We're talking about the biggest stuff. And if Apple, if Google, YouTube wanted anything gone, they can make it gone. Google and Apple aren't going anywhere, not for the foreseeable future. I don't think in our lifetime. YouTube's not going anywhere. Not in our lifetime. If I'm wrong, I'll eat my hat on a live stream. I've offered to do that before. Snowed up. That's why it's Commie Canada. Skull and tuck and roll. Holy shit. And I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that. But this happens here. This happens here in the States. It's not just in Canada. This isn't something that just happens to Canada. They've done it here. The United States government has done it here. They have been caught. They got caught during all the last election bullshit. They got caught. And it hasn't meant a damn thing. Hasn't meant a damn thing. Nobody's done anything about it. We know they contacted Twitter. We know they had Mr. Orange Man Bad's profile banned. Then we know they went after political adversaries on social media. And they went through the back door. Oh, wow, a leftist going through the back door. What a surprise. We know that. There are no delusions here. This happens here too. Thank you so much, Snowed Up, for that $2 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother. A little skull and tuck and roll. All you can do to check is use your VPNs. If you wake up in the morning and you can't get on a site like Rumble, you can't get on a site like X, which I don't think they'll ever try and do that to, but you never know. Go into your VPN, get in, and try that way. Have a VPN on your phone. I'm not trying to sell you shit. This isn't a I use a VPN and I think you should use blah, blah, blah. Get your own, do your homework, look at what you need to do, but make sure you have one for the times when it's like, why can't I access this? What the hell's going on? What's the deal? Because when I heard this, I was like, they're blocking the site. If you can jump on a VPN that's like next door to where you live, if the area is right there and you can get on that way, but you can't get on locally, that's your ISP. But you can get on everything else, there's something fishy going on. There is something going on. Have a VPN ready. Locally finally sold out to Surfshark. For all our VPN needs, choose. Damn it, chum! You got me reading a damn ad, which is what I just said I wasn't going to do. Son of a bitch. Loki finally sold out to Surfshark. Oh my God, no selling out. If I promote a product, it's going to be because it's something that I really enjoy. The only thing like that we have here is the Norse Tradesman, and that's because I love their stuff. I really do. I got on there and I was like, holy shit. They've got some really cool stuff on there. Norse Tradesman. There is a link in the description of this video. So no selling out, only selling stuff that I love, that's a product that I back 100%. I use them to get Mexican Iron Man's wedding gift. I use them to send a really cool gift to another friend. I bought stuff myself because I like throwing axes, and I am working on my right arm. I'm not just, I'll lift a little bit of weight here and there with my right arm. I'm actually going out and throwing axes again. Because of that, because of them, I'm loving it. That thing zings through there. Ting. So Morning Valhalla, lurking, but hail all. Late fee paid. Oh, dude, you ain't got a late fee. And nobody got to pay a late fee. I love you, Dega. Thank you. Thank you, brother, so much for that $5 super chat. This one's just for you, my friend. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
Yeah, but Loki, explain to me how exactly this works. Like I said, all they have to do is write to an ISP. And if the ISP wants to bend over backwards and do what they say, they will. And that's it. It's gone. That's it. You can't access it anymore. Why? Internet Safety Act, maybe? The government now controls your internet. It controls everything that you see and hear. It controls the vertical. It controls the horizontal. It controls all aspect of everything. And yes, this is exactly what they did. Arlena coming out with the big facts. They killed Parlor. They killed Parlor. Can't download the app. Can't get the app. Can't get into Parlor. It's that simple. It's that simple. If they don't want you to have it, you're not going to have it. Moons of Madness. What's up, brother? I love the Christmas wreath. Alex Jones. Ask Alex Jones what they're in control of. Mountains of Elysium. Oh my God. Okay. Surfshark, doopy doop, Surfshark, doopy doop, Surfshark, NordVPN, doopy doop. Keep it going, chat. Doopy doop, doopy doop, doopy doop. Yes, I'm evil. Dun 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 dun. When you're evil. You've entered a dimension of sound and smell. You have entered the shitterful zone. They've got to control it. They've got to control what you see and what you hear. And they're going to go to extraordinary lengths to do that. We're on multiple platforms. Why are we on multiple platforms? We're streaming on YouTube, on Rumble, on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and Odyssey. We're being rebroadcasted on Kick. I think they're auto-uploading over on Kick. I mean, we're at 5 different places. Why are we at 5 different places? I originally was like, no, this is where I'm streaming and da-da-da-da-da. You've got to protect yourself. Part of protecting yourself is making sure that if they block an entire site that you enjoy viewing, you can get on. I'm not going to get into an argument this morning about whether Rumble is a good streaming service or not, because that's not the point. The point is, if they don't want you to watch it, people are going to find ways to watch it. The easiest way to do that is to use a VPN, whether it's your ISP blocking it, whether it's your government blocking it. No one has the right to just go, you know what? We don't like what this platform says. We're going to block it. Do you know who did that? Some guys in the 40s. Some guys back in the late 30s and 40s, they did that. They just blocked any information they didn't like. Anything that said they were the baddie bad or they were doing bad things or no, they just blocked it. They just blocked it. They didn't let you view it. They didn't let you see it. They didn't let you hear it. They controlled all the information. Why? Because they only wanted you to hear their narrative. I might not like how Rumble works technically. I think that there should be an easier way to do uploads. It takes probably an extra 10 minutes because I have to wait on it to respond. It takes about extra 10 minutes at night when it should take like 2. And I'm sitting there and it's like uploading, getting ready to upload, getting ready to do this. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, so I tab out and I go to another tab and I do my thing. And it's just a waiting game to wait until Rumble's ready to go. You know what? You're ready to stream in the morning. Yay, Loki. So I just got to wait. It's a waiting game. I've learned that when I'm setting all that up, that I'm going to have to wait. I've got to be patient and I got to wait because it's slow, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, really? 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 So wait a minute. Remember what we talked about yesterday? A certain email? Gulp. I don't think so. And we're not just talking about YouTube or Rumble or Odyssey. This is about people blocking your ability to see what's going on, blocking your ability to hear other people's voices. You want to know what's really Ist Oben Yahtzee? That is the definition of Ist Oben Yahtzee. We don't want to give you the ability to hear other people's voices. We don't want to give you the ability to hear other people's thoughts. I do not blame anyone. I do not blame anyone for getting fed up with YouTube and saying, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being censored for talking about a stupid jab. I'm sick and tired of having to use the word coof instead of what it really means. I'm sick and tired of tiptoeing around an issue that's going to get me banned, demonetized, whatever, because they don't want information going out, because they can't take any criticism. Right here. Hey, Mike, say hello to Mountains of Elysium, who says, oh my God, it's really you, the famous YouTuber, Mexican Iron Man. I'm not worried about being blocked. They can block me wherever they want to. That's why I'm on like 6 different platforms. I don't care. Oh, you blame Shum. I blame you, Mr. YouTuber. We all know you are a YouTuber. It's called a controlled media source. You will believe only what we feed you. You will believe only what we allow you to see and allow you to hear. Because that is all we want. We don't want you to think independently. We don't want you to listen to other narratives. We only want you to listen to ours. Why? Because we're the good guys and we're going to frame it like we're the good guys and everybody else is the bad guys. I wonder who that sounds like. Don't believe the baddie bad meanie meanies that all gang up on the poor widow guy. They all gang up on the poor widow guy. Oh no. Only believe me and my narrative. Don't believe anybody else. Strange. I don't feel like I'm a 5-year-old. Yeah, because you're not. Because you're not. This has been going on for a long time. It's going to keep going on. You know what's funny? Christopher Dominguez. This is like THX 1138. Yeah, it is. We're only going to let you have the information we want you to have. That way, we can have the ideal blah, blah, blah society. Oh, but everybody was bad. Remember Demolition Man? Remember? Oh, they were barbarians. They were barbarians. You inspire joy feelings in all those around you. Is that what you really want to live in? You look great today. I'm sure Mike wouldn't mind hearing that every time he walked up to the teller. You look great today. You inspire joy feelings in all those around you. I don't. I'm on the other spectrum of that. I want to eat hamburgers. I want to sit down and go through a bag of Cheetos. I want to drink a damn Coke without drinking diet or caffeine-free bullshit. I want to have a big cup of coffee that has fucking marshmallows in it and Snickers bars. Why? Because it's my God-given right to. Right now, some of that, it's not your God-given right to. Blah, 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 blah. In this day and age, it sure as shit is. And the more they take from you, the more they're going to keep taking. Oh, shit. And you know what? I do my very best to abide by the rules. I do have a cup of coffee now in the morning. And as long as I'm not going into tachycardia, that's great. I can have one. No heart problems. As long as I'm not into tachycardia, I can have a damn coffee in the morning. And that'll damn near kill you, bad Loki. I understand. But if I want to, I could. If I want to go on Rumble, I can. If I want to go on YouTube, I can. How long until you can't? The more they take away from you, the more they will keep taking away from you. And the more they say, no, you're not allowed to watch this, or you're not allowed to look at this, or you're not allowed to do this, the more I'm going to say bullshit and find a way to do it. We all will. If the great alphabet company decided tomorrow, you know what, Loki, we don't want you around. We don't like that you're saying, truth over bullshit. We don't like these things that you're pushing out. You're gone. I'm going to be on other channels. First of all, I know people are going to be like, oh my God, come over to my channel and hang out over here since you can't be on YouTube anymore. I know for a fact. that will happen. Just come over here and be on my channel. 2, I'm going to be other places. I'm going to be other places. We'll be on Kick. We'll be on Odyssey. We'll be on the Rumble. We'll be on whatever. The show will go on until it ends. Well, Loki, when's it going to end? Probably sometime in 2030. That's the plan right now. Unless I kick the bucket first. I prefer to be here on YouTube. This is where I started. This is where I like to be. It's where I enjoy to be. There's nothing wrong with Rumble, except you know what? Rumble can be a pain in the butt sometimes. That's just the way it is. I hope they fix it. I hope they make it easier. I hope it's just like, okay, clickety, clackety, click, boom, done. Doesn't take any longer to go over here, set up here, copy and paste there. But I tell you what, if places are going to start blocking access to sites, you've got a whole nother problem than, well, it takes 10 minutes to upload over here instead of the 2 seconds it takes to upload over here. It's that simple. If they start blocking sites, then suddenly you've got a whole area where nobody can see you. So let's take this into account, because this isn't going to happen with the Alphabet Company. We all know that. We all know this will never happen with the Alphabet Company, not in our lifetime. But let's look at Rumble. let's say Canada decides in its infinite wisdom to completely blank the site. No, you can't watch it. Rumble's already moved. New headquarters, Florida. Suddenly, Canada's like, you know what? Out of spite, we're gonna keep you from watching. VPN is the only way you're gonna be able to do it, and it will die in Canada. So you've got a whole area. You've got a whole area that suddenly isn't watching, and in a generation, that's going to be dead. Why? Because no one's going to give a shit about it there anymore. You've just cut off an entire area of viewers that can no longer look at your site. Let's say it gets banned in the United States. It's dead. Rumble is dead. There is no bringing it back to life. There is no life support. There is no nothing. Let's say it gets banned overseas. In a generation, it's going to be dead. Just that one simple act will kill it. And suddenly, its stock tanks and an alphabet company buys it out for pennies on the dollar. It doesn't take that long. I understand we're dealing with days and weeks and months in our lives, in our normal everyday lives. That's not how you got to think as a company. You got to think generational. How many companies are multi-generational? How many of you had Nintendo back in the day? And now your kids have played Nintendo. And maybe their kids. It's 3 generations of kids playing Nintendo. It's 3 generations of kids playing Nintendo. Now, let's say after the Super Nintendo, everything else was banned in the United States. So we never saw the N64. We never saw the GameCube. We never saw the Wii. We never saw any of that. That is a huge customer base that they lost. And no one cares. No one in this coming generation gives a shit. They're like, oh my God, that old thing that our grandpas used to play. It's like the Atari. Suddenly it's like the Atari. That's what happens. It's dead. Forbidden Ruin. Twitch just shut down services in South Korea and just yesterday approved softcore, on their site. Can you believe that? Now, get a load of this. Get a load of this. Imagine you're on Twitch, right? And oops, a boobie falls out or a nipple or something, right? Oh, you get up and your bathing suit falls off, right? So you have the bathroom buddy. No, I'm just kidding. You got a real bad case of dragon breath. No. Something happens. You get banned, right? You get banned from Twitch. And a year goes by and they decide, well, you know what? Now you can show your titties on the site. You can show some boob. You're still banned. And your channel's dead. There's no ifs, ands, buts. Your channel's dead. Any steam you had, anything you had's gone. It's out the window. It's history. Yes, right here. They don't want you to have access to these tools to get around what they are deciding they want to let you see and hear. This is not conspiracy theory. This is fact. Boobies. Yeah, fact. Loki loves boobies. Boobies! That's right. That's why I like booby breaks over on Snowdub's channel. Twitch now allows fully topless as long as the lady is wearing a pasty. God, why even make them wear pasties? Why not just have an adult area that only adults can go to? Let me ask you something. How hard is that? Booby break! Booby break, the closest thing I got's the puppet thing. So, I mean, I guess we could, yeah.
Have a great trip. Here I go.
Snowdub in his last job before he started YouTube. So it's the best I can do as far as booby break goes. Boobies, boobs. Right? Everybody loves boobs. What can you do? You can use a VPN. And want to get rid of VPNs, that ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But that's your only recourse. It's your only recourse. Even if you don't need the safety aspect of it, even if you're like, you know what, I'm never gonna get hit, no one's ever gonna get in my thing, yada 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 yada. It's still good to have one. That way you can be like, all right, click and get on and do whatever. So, and then that's the best thing. There's also another thing with games. I won't get into too technical, but there are games you can't buy in the US that if you use a VPN and you can create an account, like in Japan, you can have access to some really cool stuff that you wouldn't if you didn't have that. I'll put it that way. There are all kinds of good reasons to have them. I'm not selling you anything, like I said. I don't care what service you use. I'm not recommending a service. Just make sure you have one. Because the reality here is people will try and control your access to information. Locals. Yeah. Use locals. Shit. Use locals. Use whatever you got. Whatever you've got access to, use it if you can. If you can use it, use it. There's nothing wrong with it. But Loki, I just want to use this one. Then do that. But don't throw a fit and say that don't throw a fit and say that you're under attack or that you ganged up on or whatever if something happens and you get shut down. Because the biggest screaming I have heard over the past 5 years has been about demonetization. When half of these people say it's not about the money, it's about this, or I don't care about the money, yeah, and then they get demonetized, and suddenly it is about the money. Suddenly it is about the money. And you know what? We all got bills. I get that. We've all got bills. We've all got things we got to take care of. I get that. I'm totally there. I understand that. But if it's not about the money, don't say it's not about the money. Because when you come back and suddenly it's about the money and it's like, screw these people and blah, 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 and how dare they take this away from me and yada, yada, yada. It always comes back to the money. Would I still stream here if I was demonetized? You're damn right I would. You're damn right I would. They're gonna have to kill it. They're gonna have to kill the whole channel before I walk. It's just the way it is. It's not me bashing my head into the desk, forcing something. That's just saying this is where I started. This is where I'm going to be for the next 6 years. Unless they get rid of me, they're going to have to get rid of me. That's just the way it is. Of course, it's about money. One spends that much time, i.e., as much time as what one spends on a full-time job, then someone would think they should get paid, even if they do nothing. But in the beginning, Punk Waddle, it wasn't about that. Beginning, it was just, I want to be here, I want to have fun, and I don't care if I'm ever this or that. And then it turns into that. Oh my God, I'm making money on something for the very first time in my life. And then suddenly it's all about that. Sorry, I'm not. I don't know. I don't look at this as a job. I look at this as a privilege. I get to come on here and I get to talk to you guys day after day, week after week, month after month, years. 4 years on the 3rd of January. 4 freaking years. 4 years of warnings of mischief. Not the channel, but the live streams in the morning. Yeah, it's what people say when it's a hobby. Then they see other people making money. If all they do is compare themselves to others, they've already lost themselves. How many times I want to be this person? Just be yourself. Just be yourself. What got you to the party? Being yourself. Then why not be yourself? Don't worry about who you're going to be tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Just be yourself and keep being yourself. You know what? If yourself is a piece of shit, well, guess what? People are going to figure that out. I love it when it's like, I got to hide this and I got to hide this and I got to hide this. Nobody can see this. Just be yourself. It's all you got to do. I met Gary once. He's not a puppet. I'm a puppet. I'm cool with being a Sheriff Punk Penguin. I met Gary once too. And it was real. It was about as real as it gets. He even was like, dude, oh shit, do I need to stop? You're Loki. Shit, do I need to stop? You know, I'm like, oh my God, dude. Just yeah, I don't care about being on video. Doesn't matter. Because I never showed my face. I hadn't showed my face then. People know what I look like now. People have seen me on camera now. I don't really care. Well, then why is your icon still up there and why are you still doing it like this, Loki? Because it's more like a radio show than it is some kind of television show or TV program or whatever. I don't mind being on camera every once in a while, but it's not what I normally do. It's not what I normally do. This is the way it started. This is the way it'll continue to go. There's some people that are like, you never need to show your face. And I'm like, am I really that ugly? No, just let people have the illusion of the Loki. Don't ever show your face. Am I really that ugly? That's the first thing I said. Am I really that ugly? Holy shit. I only want to be me because I'm complicated enough. Can't imagine trying to be somebody else. Gestures, Darth Harleen. We've had enough. We've got enough people. We've got enough people lying to us, enough people trying to hide the truth from us, and enough people trying to take advantage of us that I don't want to be around people that do that. I don't. That's why there are certain people I don't listen to anymore. And I'm not around. I don't associate with. There's one guy who said all kinds of crazy shit. All kinds of crazy shit. Lying out his ass. And I still didn't disassociate until he doxed. This fucker doxed a couple of other creators that I know. And I was like, nope, that's it. There is no more watching you. There is no more talking to you. delete my number, get rid of my info, kiss my ass, kiss his ass, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, kiss that guy's ass. Because I don't play stupid games like that. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Well, your stupid prizes, I'm out. No support, no talking to you, no nothing. I'm done. I'm gone. Why? Because you tried to dox a couple of fellow creators. And that's a huge no-no. In my opinion, when people try to know everything about you, they're never up to no good. I like that. No good. I like that. As long as you don't go to Iceland for vacation, Loki, you're good with me. Thank you, Mark. Awesome. And gesture of sin is my fiance. I almost said Finn. Gesture of fin. Are you a shark, my friend? Are you a shark? Do you have a fin? Gesture of sin. Arlena's gesture of sin. Gestures, Darth Arlena. So, yeah, I'd say there are a couple, pretty much. Life is too short to be a faker and a liar. Be genuine. Be you. People recognize the real ones. They're afraid, though. That's the crazy thing, Max. They're afraid. They're afraid they'll never make it. They're afraid they're never going to make any money. They're afraid that nobody's going to like them and everybody's going to hate them. I want to tell you something. I heard about this great YouTuber that people are like, warrior chief and da 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 da, and we'll follow you into the gates of hell. That sat there and watched his best friend get his ass kicked in high school, and he didn't do anything about it. He just sat there, let his friend get his ass beat. Some of these people have never been validated for anything in their life. They've never gone out and they've never done anything besides get the first girl that came along pregnant. And now they have an opportunity to validate themselves in a way they never have before. It was right that I did all these things, and it was right that I made all these choices, and it was right that I did all this shit because now I am Mr. Somebody somewhere. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's Rumble, whether it's wherever, it doesn't matter. But it's validation for all the dumb, stupid shit in their lives. And you know what that means? That means that they don't have to work on being better. That means they don't have to work on bettering themselves because they've suddenly been validated for everything they've ever done in their entire lives. Sorry to go all YouTube talk on you today, but that's the way it is. If they want to be validated, let them validate themselves. But when they start turning around and being absolute douchebags, I'll call them on it. And one of the ways I will do that is I will tune the fuck out and I will never tune back in. And I will never support you. I will never grace your chat. I just won't. You'll never fucking see me again. That's the way you want to play it. If that's how you want to be, then that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. That's right. This is stuff some of us need to know. That's right. There's all kinds of wacky shit that goes on behind the scenes, James. There's all kinds of shit that you would. The first words out of most people's mouth is receipt. I want to see it. Oh, there you go. Receipt. Holy shit. Yeah. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Been there, done that, heard it all. 4 years, I've heard just about everything that can go on. I've heard it go on, from sex to drugs to whatever, to drama. Sex, drugs, and drama. The SDDs of YouTube. Sex, drugs, and drama. There you go. SDDs. SDDs of YouTube. You know what? I'll make a show out of that next week. SDDs of YouTube. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much for being here. Do not miss Mocking coming up right after this one. He is part of this wonderful morning block that we get going from Snowdub to Loki to Machini. It is an absolute pleasure to get to stream with these guys, to hang out with these guys, and to be part of this. This is something that Snowdub and I were talking about for a really long time. And the fact that we can do it, even if it's just like kind of temporary, I love it. And I will keep forwarding everything over to Mac forever. But it's so good to be able to go on after Snow. After you get your cup of Joe with Snow, coming over here to Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Everybody get on the raid train. That's right. Raid train all aboard. We're sending you all over to Machini's. Guys, we'll be back later tonight with 7 Kinds of Mischief with the Dega. But until then, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. Have a great one, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.